Hello, everybody! A cyclone of fright here, and that always means that, there's the cyclone of fright. Eh. I am Damon the Scorpion Pill, the one, the only. And next to me, as always, is my lovely sister, Penguin Populus. Or,
Tell, as I prefer to be called.
she prefers to be called Penguin Populus.
Yeah.
Sad thing is, the name was originally going to be something to do with the Lost Boys because of her t shirt. But whenever I try to remember what Kiefer Sutherland's name, character's name was in that, Penguin popped in my head, so Penguin Populus.
David? David is a difficult name to
Well, yes, I thought it was Penguin.
remember. No, it was not, in fact, a penguin. How could you forget?
I thought his name was Penguin. But that doesn't matter because we are here with all our ghouls, ghosts, and goblins. And for all of you wondering which one you are, if you have to wonder, then you're a
Ghoul.
ghoul. Me personally, I'm a ghost. Ghost born and bred. Boom. What about you?
I don't know. I'm pretty short, so probably a goblin, unfortunately.
She's a goblin. She really is. So watch out if you like go to look under your car. She might just be there waiting, watching to bite you. Now I know a lot of people are worried that she might bite their big toe. That's not her style. She likes to go for the second from the last. So the one right before the pinky toe. Because no one expects someone to go for that one. So
No,
she only bites that one.
no, no. I don't hide under cars and bite people's toes of any sort.
That's what someone who hides under cars and bites people's toes would say. Just throwing that out there.
No.
So today we're doing a top five. But it wouldn't be much fun or really a cyclone of fright if we just did a normal top five where we're like, oh, this is my number one, my number two, my number three, number four, number five. No. So what we're doing instead is I think this would be one akin to the pyramid game, that
I
old game
think
show.
so. I think so.
So I wrote down what I who I think her top five Hollywood crushes are. And she wrote down who she thinks mine are. And we're going to have to give clues so they can guess what we put on our list. And then we'll see if any of them actually made it on their top five. But the key to the clues is you can't do any names. You can't do the name of the movie. You can't do the name of the character. You can't do, of course, the celebrity's name because that would be really easy. If it was just like, oh, Johnny Depp. Can you guess who? Let's see. The clue for this one is Johnny Depp, who played Captain Jack Sparrow. can, can you guess who I put on the list?
Oh, I don't know. Possibly, maybe Johnny Depp.
Amazing. How does she do it? So, no names. And you're gonna think this is probably like even or maybe it might be skewed in one direction, but it's all even because of me. Because I'm gonna suck at giving clues and she won't know who the hell I'm talking about. And I suck at names, so even if she has the best clues in the world, I won't know who the hell she's talking about. If you guys figure out the clues before we, feel free to pause the video and do a comment down below. Let us know how many you guessed right. So there will be 10 points possible in this, and we'll see who wins. Every time you get one of them right, you get a point. So if I guess all five of her clues right, I have 5 points. And then, depending on how many of the characters are actually on my top five, you know, Hollywood crushes, she'd get a point for that. So let's begin. I will let you go first because I know you love going first and impromptu.
I do not.
We also only have 2 minutes. Do you have a timer set? I'm going to take that as a maybe.
No, obviously not. I did not.
Well, I mean, you're going to have one in a minute, so that's kind of a maybe. guys, are you ready to watch me absolutely bomb this? So before
Okay, so
going into this, I was having a hard time thinking of five that I even know in Hollywood that I like because we did limit it to that. So it has to be mainly actresses. It can't be like wrestlers or anything like that. That'd make it too easy for her. I'm gonna hand the microphone over to her so she can give the clues.
uproar in theater over lack of skin. Made a show with a dude from a different movie who really loved Twinkies. Uh, was in a young adult adaptation of a book series that you really loved but hated the adaptation of.
Next.
Okay, blonde, has a sibling, no character development whatsoever across the movies that this person is in. Does a huge backslide in every single movie. Any character development that was presented is immediately taken away.
Ashley Tisdale.
Yes. Travels to different dimension. Has an annoying younger sibling. Brunette. Married to a character from a movie about knights. And stars in a show with a nickname for someone who we work with boyfriend.
Jennifer Connelly.
Uh, went to a famous university. Starred in the reimagining of a classic Disney movie. Chopped off hair. You hated it.
Emma Watson.
Uh, plays a supernatural creature in said movies. Has short hair. Brunette. Littlefoot. Tree stars. Tyrannosaurus rexes.
No idea.
Okay, so back to the first one. Uproar in movie theater by fellow patrons when no skin was showing.
My time. Okay, so I got three right. Who are the other two?
Okay, so the one was Alexander Daddario, who was in a movie that you say I've never watched it, but had Woody Harrelson in it. She also is in Percy Jackson, a book series in which you hate the adaptation of. And the no skin showing was all the young dudes in the crowd getting upset because no tatas were shown at the end of the movie.
Oh, in Leatherface.
Yes. Well, not Leatherface, but in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I gotta say, with how you, almost said Emma Stone. With how you were referring to like Woody Harrison, cause I got that one. I knew Woody Harrison, but I was like Emma Stone maybe. But I was like, no, she was in something on the Scarlet A, but that's not a TV series.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in the last one, you had me completely thrown off with that.
Okay, so what is Littlefoot?
A Bronchiosaurus.
Yes, but like what is another name for a brontosaurus?
Long neck?
Yes. So thus, who would I be talking about?
The hell if I know.
You mentioned her yesterday.
I don't know the name of the semi-attractive long neck. Unless that's the name you actually put down was semi-attractive long neck, and that's why you didn't say that as a clue.
Well, I put Ashley Green, which is her name, but yes, I did technically put AKA semi-attractive long neck, so I would have taken either answer.
Well, you had me confused. I was like, I'm not one of those weirdos who likes the crab from Shiny, so none of the characters none of the characters on the Land Before Time were like, I mean, we'll do an animated top 5 at some point, but I guarantee you know like Littlefoots are making it. Well, okay, so name them again.
Okay, so we had Alexander Daddario, Ashley Tisdale, Jennifer Connelly, Emma Watson, and Ashley Green.
I would say 3 of those are definitively on my top 5, so I got 3 points. You got 3 points from that round.
Stupid question.
It would help if she could actually write. It's been a constant struggle. I've been trying to teach her how to,
I know,
write,
right?
but luckily my great penmanship has helped her severely.
I don't think you have great penmanship, but go on.
Okay. Do you have your timer ready?
Just a Lord, okay.
Okay. Okay, you already started. Um, enjoys talking on his cell phone.
Chris Evans.
Correct.
He paid extra for it, by the way, because it was on sale.
When he is not drinking with short people and annoying people, he might be pillaging the seas or shaving his head to kill people.
Orlando Bloom?
Yes, it's in his contract that he must be nude in every movie.
Alexander Skarsgård.
Correct. Dude cannot have a happy ending in a movie.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Correct. When faced with Halloween masks that are painted, he likes to smile goofily.
Josh Hartnett?
No. He chooses a fire extinguisher as his
Paul
weapon of
Rudd.
choice.
Paul Rudd.
Yes. Well, you guessed all five. How much time?
I still have like 40 seconds
Oh,
left.
dang. Well, yeah, you got those pretty quick. Yeah. How many of you guys out there would have guessed them as quick as her? Or did you even know who the hell I was talking about? I really didn't think the cell phone one was going to go that quick. I had a lot more planned for that one. But, how many of those would you actually count as being on your top five?
And who were they again?
C. Evans, O. Bloom, A. Scoosgood, L. DiCaprio, and Polly Rudd.
Top five is very hard. But definitely Skarsgård makes the list. Evans makes the list for sure. I'd go four.
Four of them made the list?
Yes.
Okay, so you got 5 points and I got 4 points there, meaning Tell is our big winner. I came close though. I almost pulled it off. For the viewers, which one did not make the top five? Which one lost me a point? I'm guessing it was Polly Rude.
Sadly, yes.
Um,
Although he is very hot.
I did have to search up some of these names beforehand because, like Paul Rudd, the first thing I was gonna put was Pauly Shore, but apparently those are two different people. Who knew?
Very, very different people.
Chris Evans, I was really, having to guess there because there's so many Chris's in Hollywood. So yeah, some of those I had to really like look up because who knew they were different people? Who knew Chris Rock and Pauly Shore were different than Chris Evans and Paul Rudd?
Almost every other living human on the planet.
I don't think so. But so congratulations, Tell. You are our big top five winner this time around. Now, once again, if you guys were able to guess any of them, let us know in the comments below. I was still puzzled by some of them, especially the whole Littlefoot. But now that she's explained it more, it does make more sense. I do call
Ashley Green.
Ashley Green the semi-attractive long neck. She finds it to be a very flattering nickname. I think most women would find it to be a flattering nickname.
I don't think so, and I've told you that numerous times.
Which part, the semi-attractive or the long neck? Which part is unflattering?
Both parts are unflattering on their own, but probably the semi-attractive would probably destroy most people's egos.
I don't know. That's pretty good. I'd love if someone said I was semi-attractive, but they say I'm fully ugly. So I'd love semi-attractive, but nah, I'm like,
Says the person who in first grade had to chew on his own jacket to distract the girl that liked him.
she wanted the jacket.
I don't think she wanted the jacket.
I think so. I think she was, figuring stuff out about herself, and she wanted the jacket.
What, she was attracted to leather?
Yes. I mean, it wasn't the worst tasting jacket. The leather at least made it taste a little better.
It could have made lots of money. It was a Dale Earnhardt jacket.
Well, maybe that's the reason I did it. I spit in the face of people who want to make money off my clothes. I don't want to make money off my clothes. Or maybe it's just the fact they were making me wear a jacket. You ever think about that? Even as a young child, I was like, I don't want to wear this jacket. And they were like, wear the jacket.
Well, probably because you would have gotten in trouble if you went to school in like 30-degree weather without a jacket back then.
Who the hell you fooling? We were in Texas. Closest it got to 30 was 70.
Says you.
Says the thermostat. But we hope you guys. Okay, cat. I'm being bit on the leg right now by a cat. Can you guess which one?
The name of a famous magician.
Were you about to say musician?
I was distracted, but yes, magician.
That's right. It is Merlin.
It is not Merlin.
It is Avril Lavigne. What?
I don't think Avril Lavigne is a magician, although some people do say that she was replaced in like 2005 by whatever her name is, Melissa or whatever, but who knows?
Have you seen how quickly she makes every Canadian dude fall for her? I think that's pretty magical. She's able to play those tricks. Like, no Canadian dude's safe from her magic. Like, they instantly fall. They're like, yes, Avril, wedding suit.
Well, she did marry 2 out of the 3 people that Teen Magazine said she would go on to date in like 2003. So, I mean, she didn't date Pierre Bouvier, but I mean, she has been on a tour with Simple Plan. So, I mean,
Bouvier.
I don't know, Bouvier, I don't know.
Bouvier.
Bouvier, okay?
Bouvier.
I don't know.
But Houdini was the cat that was biting me. It's something he likes to do often. But regardless of that fact, we hope you enjoyed this top five. We had fun. Well, at least I had fun. She loves when I tell her the ideas for these videos, like right before filming. So then she's struggling to impromptu stuff, because that's her favorite. She loves improv.
No, I in fact hate improv. I hated it in ninth grade speech class. I hate it now.
Oh, speech class. That was the best. Best class of all time was speech.
No, no, it was not. I felt cold. I felt clammy. I felt like I was going to pass out doing a 1 minute impromptu speech.
Oh, you mean the one that you did in front of me and a stuffed gorilla and you almost passed out?
No, I'm just talking about in general in school, not the stuffed gorilla incident.
Which, if any of you guys want to see her with her clammy skin from the stuffed gorilla incident, it is on YouTube. I'm pretty sure you just search like Chantel Bellamore, her channel will pop up, and boom! She looks like she's gonna pass out! Like, you think she looks pale here? Like, she looks paler than me in the video. She's like, hello. Smoking is not great for you.
It wasn't exactly like that, but that was a pretty close rendition. Minus the Jasper face.
The what face?
Jasper from Twilight, the face that he makes whenever Bella starts bleeding at her party. He's like,
Yes, master.
okay, Igor.
I'm not Igor. I'm Quasimodo. The dude you thought got the girl. Yeah, before we wrap up, I do want to point out this loser over here had all her hopes, dreams, and everything of the little man, the ugly man, the me being able to get, like, move up in elevation and get a hotter person. She had it all riding on Quasimodo because she just knew he got Esmeralda at the end. And it was, what, like 5 years ago? Whenever I burst that bubble and was like, nah, Esmeralda goes with the hot prince. She was like, see you, sucker, you're friend zoned. Quasi was duckied.
I mean, Blaine was hotter on Pretty in Pink.
But yeah, she was absolutely crushed because all this time she thought, no, a 1 or a 2 could get a 8, 9, or 10. Quasi fought the tough battle for all of us out there. And then when she learned Quasi didn't get the girl, like, you should have saw her. She was like upset for a week over that. She still kind of grinds her teeth over that fact.
I'm grinding them now.
But yeah, so if any of you had all your hopes, dreams, livelihoods up in Quasimodo, I hope I didn't just ruin that for you too. I ruined a lot of things for her. She says, I never thought about that till I pointed it out, and then she can't unthink it.
No, indeed, I cannot.
So, of course, being the loving, caring brother I am, I try to point out as much stuff as I can to really, really expand her world and make her dreams better.
No, you also like to make up entire plot lines to movies, which then I parrot, and people are like, that never happened.
Are you talking about When a Stranger Calls or the bucket list?
Well, both of them, but I never talked about the bucket list in public.
What did I even say what happened in When a Stranger Calls?
I'm pretty sure you said it was her boyfriend's, like, ex lover who was her best friend, or I don't know, something like that.
I know in a bucket list I said at the end, like, Nicholson gave all the people in the hospital money and then gassed it and had someone walking through in a hazmat suit taking the money back. And she was like, oh, Nichols' character in that movie seemed just dickish enough that he'd do that.
That one was at least believable.
I try to make them as unbelievable as possible. And yet she believes them. And then the things I tell her that are true, she's like, that's so unbelievable. I'm not falling for it that time.
Yes, yes, I do.
But thank you guys for joining us. We hope you like this top 5. We'll do more of these in the future. She will love it. Improv, it's her favorite.
No, no.
But until next time, I am Damon, the Scorpion Pill from A Cyclone of Fright, and this is Penguin Papalupos. Man, I still can't remember that dude's name.
And which dude were you even speaking about?
Kay Souther from
David! David the vampire!
like legitimately the vampire, like Bob the Builder. His name was David the Vampire. Yet no one knew he was a vampire when his name was literally the Vampire.
Well, no, I'm not entirely sure it ever said what his last name was, but I mean, with that movie, they could have said David the vampire, and they would be like, oh, well, I mean, he's blonde, maybe he just likes referencing to himself as a vampire. He gets hot chicks.
Is the one the dude from Bill and Ted?
Yes, Alex Winter is in the movie.
Well, I was just looking at your shirt. I'm like, wait a minute. Is that Ted? I want to say. I think
No, Bill.
Bill? Keither was Ted.
Keanu was Ted.
Keanu, Kiefer, what's the difference?
There is a big difference.
They both start with K.
Big.
They're both like in their 50s.
Hush, hush. Quiet. Both hot.
Okay. It's totally no difference. I think the second letter in both of their names is even an E.
Either way,
Same guy.
different guy.
Now he's been just collecting paychecks for two guys this entire time. Like the one is his stage name.
No, if he was going to be collecting two paychecks, he'd be collecting his younger brother's paycheck, which should be taken for that god awful atrocity that was A Lost Boys Part 2.
Are we talking about Keanu or Kiefer at this point?
Kiefer Sutherland.
There's no difference. But we will see you guys next week. This is a Cyclone of Fright signing off. Any last words for the ghouls, ghosts, goblins, and people who also don't know which one was Bill and which one was Ted?
I don't know how you don't know which one was Bill and which one was Ted.
You were sitting there having to think about it, so don't give me that. Don't you be going, oh, yeah, how you don't know? You didn't know. You
I
were.
didn't have to think about it. No, thank you. I was just thinking about how hot Keanu Reeves was in that movie. Thank you.
Oh, sure, that's what she was thinking about. I'll do the whole, like, little head bobble. Oh, ain't no way you were thinking like that.
You looked like you were 2 seconds away from saying, "Bye."
On that note, I need to go get the blood out of my ears, so we will be ending this. Until next time, guys.